Hi guys, Ray here from City Fan TV. Hope you're all doing very well. I'm here in Manchester at Emptyhad Stadium, the home of the champions of England and champions of Europe. Lovely, isn't it? It's absolutely lovely. And we've got some fair weather today, nice and a little bit cooler than it has been certainly last week. Very, very hot last week, and it's nice and cool and fresh today with a little bit of a breeze. A lot of work going on. You can't really see it. You might hear some of it, some noise of the drilling and the machinery. A lot of work going on, as I said, as they continue to build that new arena and also developments around the stadium as well. So we're here at Emptyhad Stadium, as I mentioned earlier, and look, it's a funny old subject I'm going to talk about today. City have been called all sorts of names, and lots of jibes have been thrown at us for basically because teams can't compete with us on the pitch, so they try and criticise us for stuff that's got nothing really to do with football and stuff that's going on off the pitch. They talk about oil money, nation states, they talk about us financial doping, all sorts of rubbish like that. And another jibe that's thrown at us consistently, it's a regular pathetic jibe, is they call the stadium, rather than the Emptyhad, they call it the Emptyhad. Okay, and that really is without any justification. It's one of these jibes that's been going on for must have been 10 or 12 years now, and regardless of the facts, opposition fans will just keep on talking about the Emptyhad and saying that we can't sell tickets, or we give tickets away to schools or whatever. You know, we can't sell our allocations for matches. Well, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. It was announced, I think yesterday, or I read about it yesterday, that Manchester City have sold every single ticket for home games this season. That's right, in the league. Okay, every single home league game tickets have sold out. There's none available, none whatsoever. So all these jibes about the Emptyhad, well, you know what I can say. All those fellas that have a pop at City and talk about us not selling tickets and calling us the Emptyhad, they can do one. They can absolutely do one, because the facts say otherwise. All these bitters who keep going on about it, they can, as I said, they can do one. Look, let's get some truth out there as well. City a couple of summers ago, was it last summer, they decreased the capacity from just over 55,000 to 53,000, and the reason they did that was to have extra digital advertising around the ground, because quite frankly, I believe the reason for that is they could make so much more money from digital advertising around the ground than they could from selling 2,000 extra tickets for a home game. I think that's long and short of it. I can't believe that there's any other reason apart from they could make more money. So the capacity's dropped to 53,000. At 55,000, we were already for pretty much all games we were selling out. I know some of the European games where we maybe in the past would have struggled to sell out these dead rubbers when we're already through. We were selling out last season, so we're already at pretty much selling out. And when you reduce capacity by 2,000, it's going to be even more difficult to get hold of tickets. So it's no big surprise. It's no big surprise that City will be selling out every home league game this season. Now, you will, from time to time during the season, you will see some of these plonkers, some of these imbeciles come out and say, look, City has still got tickets on sale, they haven't sold out. What that tends to be, okay, tickets will go on sale again, but currently tickets are sold out. What will happen is fans can put their tickets on the exchange, or they can return them to City if they can't go to the game, and City will sell them on their behalf. Okay, now because of that, there will be, as I said, from time to time, tickets will become available. The odd ticket here and there will become available. But the bottom line is all tickets have been sold for every single league game this season. Every single league game this season. And we've got 17 league games to go. We're only in, middle of September. All tickets are gone. I think what's going to happen with the Champions League, it's going to be something very, very similar. Tickets are going to go very, very quickly, partly because opposition fans will have a certain allocation. Whether they sell them or not, they ain't going to be going back to City fans. So again, you'll get some jibes directed at City, I think, when there are some gaps. Especially, I'm not certain Red Star Belgrade will sell their full allocation, and you'll have gaps there, I'm sure of it. And people will try and besmirch City again and say, oh look, Emptyhad, they can't sell the tickets. Well, I'm telling you the reason, okay? And yes, you will still get the odd empty seat, because there will be people who have planned to go to the game and for whatever reason at the last minute can't go, whether it's work or travel or illness or whatever. There'll be reasons. So you're never going to get 100% filled stadium. You might get 100% of tickets sold, which is the case, but you might not always get every single seat occupied, as I said, for whatever legitimate reason. So I honestly don't know where these fans are going to go, these opposition fans that have been having a pop at us for so many years, where they're going to go. I tell you where they're going to go. I think they're just going to carry on. They're just going to carry on with these jibes, these lies, these made-up stories, trying to score points over City when, in essence, they can't. So there's the facts. City have sold out, okay? And going back through the years, I remember a few years ago when it was Liverpool fans having a pop at us, and the numbers actually came out, and they came out from the clubs. Okay, the club said these are the tickets that have been sold at our grounds, and comparing Anfield and the Etihad, City had a higher percentage of seats sold at the ground. So we were selling a higher percentage of our seats than Liverpool were. Now, you can argue whatever you want, but those are the numbers that were coming from each respective club. Are you going to tell me Liverpool are lying? I know opposition fans will tell me City are lying, because that's what opposition fans do. But they ain't going to say Liverpool are lying. So, but there's the numbers. So you're going to have to try and be more original, if that's possible. I think that's difficult, because a lot of these fans are sheep. They go with the crowd, they go with the herd, they listen to idiots on either social media, sometimes on the radio, sometimes on TV, sometimes in the print media. They listen to these idiots who've got their agendas, who know bickering sells, who know, calling out fan bases of other clubs sells, whether it provides clicks and links and hits, and it makes them money. That's what it's all about. That's what this game is all about. That's why you see pundits and YouTubers come out with absolutely ridiculous statements like Erling Haaland isn't going to score lots of goals. Someone said that. Was it Rory Jennings before the start of last season? You've got idiots like Housen saying, Pep Guardiola doesn't guarantee success just because he came to City and not United. When he was going to go to United, he was all thumbs up about Pep, and when he came to City, well, he doesn't guarantee success, and all that. So you get all this rubbish from these. It's all tribalistic, and it's just designed to get people irate and angry and generate clicks and hits. And hey, that's the world we live in at the moment. But there you go. There's the facts. City have sold all their tickets for every single home league game this season, and no doubt they'll sell all the tickets, the full allocations for away games, because it's extremely difficult at the moment to get tickets for away games. The demand is so high, it's very, very difficult. My mate Bernard's going to as many games as he can, and he's struggling to get tickets. So the demand to come and watch the champions, not, as I said, not just the champions of England, but the champions of Europe, to watch us play. And I know you West Ham fans out there, you know, you're near the top of the table, and you're claiming the crown of champions of Europe as well, because you won a European trophy. But we're, I think, magnanimous enough to say we can share that title for the time being. But guys, if you ever want to come to see City play, just make sure you get in early, because as I said, all the home tickets are sold out for Manchester City for this coming season. Guys, if you're new to the channel, it would be fantastic if you could subscribe. If you can hit that bell icon, you'll be notified as soon as new videos come out. We'll see you around, Blues.